I've been waking up early for the past 2 years, and it's honestly surprising how many people don't do this. I don't want you to miss out on this because I was able to get a lot more done just by waking up an hour earlier, even if I had to go to school, even if I had work that day. But don't worry, at the end of this video, I'll talk about how I always wake up from my bed, I don't sleep in, and how I don't feel tired when I wake up. It's a lot easier than you think. Now, you might already be thinking you're not a morning person, you're not an early bird, you like staying up later in the day. What if you can just spend an hour extra at night to work on something instead of just spending it in the morning? I 100% get that. I, even myself, used to be a night owl. I didn't want to wake up early in the morning. I would love staying up. I would hate it when I would have to go to sleep early in the night when it was like 11 or 12. But when I started waking up a lot earlier, this one thing instantly stood out and makes any time of focusing, working, trying to do something the best time to do it in the morning. That thing is having a clean slate. So imagine you wake up, you go to school, you get home from 8 hours of school, then you go to work, or you do some homework after that. Then imagine how hard it's gonna be to try to do something else. Like, let's say you want to play sports. How hard that's gonna be when it's already dark out. You're already so drained from having to deal with 8 hours of school and then having to do some other stuff when you come home. But then imagine you do that one thing you really want to do and you actually look forward to in the day. You wake up an hour early and do that in the morning. Not only will you be a lot more focused, but it'll feel like you have more time to spend on doing it because the time you spend in the morning is more efficient and effective than when you're kind of tired, you're a little lazy. There's other things you want to do also in the night. There was this quote I heard, I forgot how it went exactly, but it was like, an hour before 9 is worth 2 after 5. Basically what that means is the hours you spend in the morning are worth a lot more than the ones later on in the day. And if you think about it, it really does make sense. In the morning, that's when your body is the most recharged. An extra bonus benefit, which I think is really cool about being up early in the morning, is that it's so quiet. Usually you hear construction wherever you live, cars, airplanes flying around. There's so much noise throughout the day and in the night too. But in the morning, that's when everyone's sleeping. Everyone's not trying to do something. They're all quiet. They're all trying to, wake up. So it just makes it an even better time to focus, to go outside, practice some sport, or go to the gym. So many times when I've been outside in the morning, 6 a.m., no one is outside. It just feels like a ghost town. Maybe there's a car or two. Maybe I see someone walking their dog or also having the same idea as me. But it's a lot better to go outside then than it is in the middle of the day, at night, when everyone's out of work and school. If you have some type of goal, waking up early can help a lot with that. And before I talk about how I do this exactly and how you can too, if you like the environment of this video, you like the vibe of this video so far, consider subscribing. It's free. You could always change your mind and it'll really help me a lot. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers before the year ends, so make that goal come true. This environment is so great. I'm just chilling here in the morning. It would be a lot harder to film this video at 8 p.m. when it's completely dark out. So what I do, the first most obvious thing is going to bed earlier. If you want to wake up earlier, go to bed earlier. But if there's anything I want to do last minute in the night, I mostly like to think about that. Just do it in the morning. And now, because we both know that mornings are the best time to do something, what I like to do to make even more use out of the morning is to plan what I want to do in the morning. There's been more than a little bit of times where I've woken up at 5 a.m. and I just have no idea what I'm doing. So half the time I'm either trying to do something to stay awake or just standing outside not really sure what to do. So having a plan, 2-3 things that you want to do, especially in the morning before you go to school or before the day starts, I highly recommend doing that because it'll make what you do in the morning 200% better. So because I have a clean slate, it's quiet, no one's bothering me, I'm motivated to get my goals done, I focus for a good 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. And I'm able to get a lot more done than if I would have tried to do it at night. It gets to the point where you get a lot more done in one day than you have ever done in 1 week. And it's all because you woke up an hour earlier. A cool trick I've been doing is put my alarm clock far away so I have to actually stand up to turn the alarm clock off. Putting on warm clothes, showering right away helps me not only wake up but stay warm so I don't have to stay inside my bed because it's warm in there. And get motivated. Imagine what you can do with these extra hours that you're getting in your life now. So many times when I would get out the shower, check the time, and see that it's 6:30 or 7, I just think to myself, I would have still been asleep right now. I still would have been hitting snooze. I still would have been in bed. But now I'm up, I'm ready to do stuff. I can go outside, I can go to a little store next to me, buy some bagel and eat it there. There's so many little cool things I can do in the morning now that I would not have been able to do because I just would have been sleeping. I just think of all the things I can do that can get me out of bed. And it gets me motivated. It gets me to, boom, jump out, move, live, use the battery that I have in the morning. And it feels even worse when you snooze. You don't even feel more awake. There's no point in doing it. But how do you make sure you're not exhausted when you wake up? It starts off with how you go to sleep. I hope the obvious thing is trying to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Make it 9 so that you'll end up getting 8 hours, which is actually the sleep that you should get, instead of trying to get the goal as 8 hours, but then it's hard to do that, so you just get 7. But I like to go to sleep fast by not going on my phone 1-2 hours before I'm about to go to sleep. I like to not see any screens, no blue light, keep my room dark, cover the blinds, make sure there's no light, and then actually keep my eyes open instead of close them. Because what that does is it makes my body try to close my eyes themselves instead of me just closing my eyes. So then what happens is that I get more tired. I want to close my eyes, but then I just keep opening them. That makes me more tired. Just close my eyes already, my brain is telling me. And then eventually it just gets too hard to keep my eyes open, and then I close them. And then the next thing I know, I wake up and it's 6 a.m. and I'm ready to go. Also doing things throughout the day, like working, going to the gym, doing stuff at school, going on a run. All those things are going to help you to be more tired when you fall asleep. If you get good at falling asleep and sleeping well, then the whole day is going to get better. Because imagine your sleep is okay, you charge your personal self up to 75%, and then you could only use that 75%. And if you don't even use it all, okay, you use 50% throughout the day. But imagine you recharge to 100, you spend that 100, and then you're dead. You're gonna die, so you die on your bed, and then you recharge to 100, and then you're ready to go. That might have been a little crazy. I hope you get what I mean by that. So give this a try. Actually try being an early bird. Don't just say you're a night owl when you never tried waking up early in the morning. Seriously. I hope you can think about this. If you like this video, it would mean a lot if you subscribed, like this video, so more people can see it. That's all I gotta say. Hope you have a good night and you wake up ready to attack the day. So yeah, peace. Talk to you later.